YouTube, let's check this video out, man. This one is from C-Jax. It's talking about fans that turn the heel on WWE. It's a rant. I love rants because I love to give rants too. Let's get it. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. Love Benji TV. Let's go.
Is in massive trouble and the fans are starting to officially turn heel, quote unquote, on the company, okay? Let me explain what I'm talking about because this is actually a great video, you understand? I'm so happy to be making this, you understand? Because the fans have finally started to wake up. I know that not every fan has woken up, not even maybe the majority of fans have woken up, but the silent majority in the actual, a portion of the fan base has started to actually wake up during this Wrestlemania season and have started to realize that we are consistently getting garbage on a weekly basis. You understand? They're starting to understand that, wow, this doesn't make sense. This story doesn't make sense. This doesn't work. This guy's full of botches. This dude doesn't know how to elevate a story or cut a promo. This John Cena heel turn is forced and is absolute garbage and makes no sense.
Bro, literally what I've been saying. I agree that there has been some nice twists and turns heading into WrestleMania, but again, a lot of this stuff has just been brewing on the background for months on edge. We were just waiting to see if it was going to drip off the corner, you know what I'm saying, of the table, bro. Like the Jade and Naomi thing, bro. We literally thought that Triple H forgot about it, bro. That was used as an opportunity to kind of shelf something to maybe if we have no plans, we got a plan that we could pull out of our hat. Hey, what about the Jade and Naomi thing? Jade been gone for months, and the people in the WWE barely ever even talked about it until we had 1 or 2 weeks like, okay, what happened to Jade? Oh, what happened to Jade? It was maybe 2 or 3 weeks where we saw one reference to it for a couple seconds, and that was it. There wasn't like any... Oh, let's get this preview here. Let's get this. Let's have the characters worried about it or have some type of concern about it. It was barely alluded to. Made zero sense. And then Jade was dropping photo shoots on the timeline. So now that Jade comes back, wrecks Naomi, and we're all just kind of in limbo to figure out what's going to happen. So heading into this weekend, we've got Liv Morgan and Jade supposed to be matching up. I'm guessing that Naomi's going to return and try to interrupt the match. I don't know. The entire story seems contrived. We're talking about Cena's heel turn. It came out of nowhere. Now, granted, at least it was a couple seeds that we could argue have been planted there that made it make a little bit of sense. But Cena coming out and addressing the crowd and talking about yo, guys, this is your fault that this has happened. Bro, why? Everyone wanted you to get another championship. Everyone was excited to see you wrestle full time. People haven't booed you in years. What are you talking about? Scenes forwards. Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, and we're just going to continue to see him and Gunther interrupt each other's matches for weeks and weeks and weeks. That's dumb. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. That's likely the same thing we're seeing on their end. Nobody knows what's going on with the tag team championships. At least we just got to see the Street Profits get the championship back on SmackDown. That was cool. So maybe we can build towards something like a big tag team ladder match. But even on Raw, what are we doing? Because all we've seen is the Royal Raiders and American Made here and there. When it comes to Intercontinental Championship, we've seen a couple of title defenses, and Lyra Valkyria barely gets any screen time. She just sits in the background and just watches everybody and smirks and smiles. Maybe we'll get a triple threat match or something like that in WWE WrestleMania. I mean, we need to figure out a way to incorporate the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. At least Chelsea Green, I will say, she's been moving and grooving. And she's been at least been a light in the title defenses and the whole entire title realm. This Bianca and Io and Rhea Ripley triple threat makes no sense either. So, long story short, nothing that's going on right now makes any sense. It was just a bunch of stories that were contrived simply to try to get us excited for WrestleMania by putting the biggest names out on the forefront.
At all. These are things that fans are starting to realize. And even the fans that haven't fully turned over, the new leaf per se, and have actually, decided that this stuff is complete garbage, they're starting to realize different flaws within the company. And this is better because hopefully this will make the company improve upon itself and it'll point things out to WWE and Triple H. Okay, hey, these are some things that we need to change in order to make a better product rather than just selling out for ads and mediocre, repetitive, garbage, monotonous shows 4 weeks outside of Mania. WrestleMania is in 4 weeks, and the Raw that we just had ended with Penta and Braun Breaker doing a face-off for the Intercontinental title. Are you kidding me? You have the WWE champion was on the show. The World Heavyweight Champion is on the show. And the last thing we see is Penta and Braun Breaker. Come on, man. There's clearly something wrong. But the first thing we need to discuss is the fact that fans are slightly turning on Jey Uso, okay?
Yep,
Obviously, when
they
Jey
are.
Uso goes out in the ring, he's going to get the yeet pops and all that other stuff, and we get all that. That's just what his gimmick is built for. But the truth is, Jey Uso's own father, Rikishi, has said in a recent interview or some podcast, he was basically saying that the last time he saw Jey Uso, his son, that Jey Uso seemed very tired. Now, obviously, Jey Uso has had, maybe 2 televised matches in the last, 6-7 weeks, okay? So he hasn't really been wrestling, you get what I'm saying? But in one of the matches he had was a squash match that was 10 seconds versus Austin Theory, who's also been jobbed out. His career has officially been buried, of course. But the fact that Jey Uso is tired, and we watch his matches and he actually looks tired, he looks slow, he looks unenergetic in the ring, you know what I'm saying? He's botching multiple moves. He dang near hurt himself badly on the botch he did on Monday. You get me? You have this recent video, right, that he has with his match with Austin Theory, has nearly a 1-to-5 dislike ratio of likes to dislikes. Like, this is ridiculous. This is the same guy that everyone was so excited to win the Rumble. Yeah, Jey Uso, Triple H in the shock factor.
No. People weren't excited to see him win the Rumble. People were just excited because it was different. Everyone wanted Cena to win. People were thinking that maybe Roman, maybe CM Punk was going to win. Jey Uso was a curveball. But unfortunately, following the curveball, we didn't see any love that got headed in his direction. And he wasn't pit or built up in a way where we could continue to root for him. Again, I don't believe that Jey Uso is over in the way that y'all believe he's over. Y'all talk about something. He's got more juice than Jeff Hardy. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. People, just because people like to do the yeet thing in the audience, that means he's over? Bro, you see how quickly people switch up on him. He not over. People just like yeeting. That's it. Simple. He's got a one-word gimmick that a lot of people can get behind, and they like to get engaged in his intro. And again, you put him on TV so much, you put him in a bunch of meaningless crap, so now, effectively, you dropped him and a bunch of other people out. Bro, you literally mutilated a bunch of careers of a bunch of people along the process to get there. Why did you job out Austin Fury and Grayson Waller? What the heck? We just saw them as a possible threat to Oba Femi. And now we just seeing him get cooked in 10 seconds. What are we doing? These guys were the tag team champs last year. The only possible thing that we could do to try to save these dudes is have them turn on each other at WrestleMania. Goodness.
Yeah, yee. I'm ready, Oos. They doubting me, Oos. And now look, I guess the fans aren't feeling very oosy anymore. The fans are realizing the truth that this match was terrible. And I've seen reports that, WWE had to cut the time on this because Cody and Cena went overtime on their segment. This is a streaming show. It's Raw on Netflix. Right? That's the whole point, is that you don't have a set specific time limit that you have to stay in. There's no way this match couldn't have been extended 5 extra minutes. The crowd would have eaten it up. They would have ate it up, man. You're in Belgium. The crowd was rocking all night pretty much. So
I mean, bro, we're better off just having Gunther interrupt the match. Why do Austin Theory like that? And then you put Jey in a bad position because then no one believes him. Because, bro, you did like a crossbody spear and you pinned this dude. You don't even pin anybody off a spear. But so now we're supposed to believe Jey Uso can squash Austin Theory. So it's just like, it literally makes, it puts us as fans in a situation where we look like dummies. Because you questioning us and our intelligence along the way.
You're telling me you couldn't add an extra 4 or 5 minutes to this match so that Austin Theory didn't get pinned in 5 seconds? Stop making excuses. Before Triple H said, we don't have a set time limit, because we're streaming now. We're worldwide. We're global. We're worldwide.
And then on top of that, the Penta thing that he's talking about. How in the world are we supposed to feel any way about Finn Balor, a.k.a. Finn Balor, who has got destroyed again? Yes, okay, a discussion could be had that Finn Balor is now going to turn on Dominic Mysterio. Why would any of us care? Because the both of them have been getting worked for months, taking pin after pin after pin. And so if the two of them would get into a match, why would any of us care? The two losers. And at the end of the day, the only person that loses even further, bro, to take you from this low level of loser to another level of loser would be who would lose that match. Because none of us believe in Finn or Dom. Simple.
There's no time limit. I'm booking Mania into oblivion. And everyone was like, yeah, man, no more time limits. Netflix is going to be crazy. Yeah. And then they got to cut a match to 30 seconds because of quote-unquote time restraints. Are you serious? Stop. A championship reign is atrocious, and his mic skills largely have been mediocre at best. The fact is that at least Gunther is good at something. You know, we've seen him do something good in his singles run, right?
For some reason, like, Gunther has just been completely mitigated to like a side character while being the world champion. Like, that, it's the craziest thing. I don't understand how he's the heavyweight championship, and we are really just watching him fight against Jey Uso 100 times. Dude, why should we care? Can we get him fighting against anybody else? Like, I wouldn't have been mad at him squashing, like let him have them matches against Alpha Academy or Chad Gable or something like that. Like, some of these matches, at the end of the day, the problem is that we saw this dude for almost 2 years carry the Intercontinental Championship, and we got to see him destroy everybody on Monday Night Raw. So now you're giving him another championship, and all we can do is revisit the people that he's already destroyed for the Intercontinental Championship. And you're supposed to then try and elevate a bunch of people that were supposed to be mid-carders when they fought against him as when he was Intercontinental Champion. And then you're trying to get main carders to fight against him and have us all believe in this belt. But he beat all the mid-carders, and now you're just giving the mid-carders another opportunity to fight for his belt. So, again, poor work.
For the Intercontinental run, he raised that belt's, prestige, and now he's a world champion. The reign's been trash, but every now and then when he chooses to wrestle once every 8 weeks, he'll have a decent match at best, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe...
Like, watching us have the climb of Gunther into something. Like, allow him to develop something mentally. They're like, okay, well, this little doubt that we thought that we saw from him, that'd have been interesting to see him maybe in the backstage segments trying to determine what he's going to do to get back on top. Why give him the belt after we just saw him with another championship on the exact same show to face against the exact same people, but now this belt is supposed to be a tier up, and we're seeing him fight against people like Axiom.
Maybe he'll have a good match like he did with versus Damian Priest. But the point is at least he can do something. Jey Uso has not proven to be able to do anything but yeet and get the crowd hype. Once that music shuts off, what does he do? Cut a bad promo, a repetitive promo, and then comes out and wrestles mid. And these matches are honestly inexcusable. If a jobber was wrestling and botching the way Jey Uso was, they'd be fired. Look at Top Dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he botched, he was done. So there you have that. Gunther is also being slightly turned on by the fans because no one cares about Gunther anymore. Exactly. Triple H has booked him into oblivion, and Gunther hasn't done anything on his part either to actually elevate himself. So now the fans are done with this guy. Everyone was like, even me, I was like, man, I really hope Gunther wins this world title over Damian Priest because he's obviously better than Damian Priest, which I don't even know if that's even true anymore. But anyways, right, he's obviously better than Damian Priest, I guess. Yeah. And even when he won the title, the reign's been terrible. So I don't really know what to say about this anymore. I really do not. The fans are turning on Gunther. Cody Rhodes, a protected and manufactured star who at every single big turn in his career since coming back to WWE has had to have some massive heel or some massive babyface or whatever, has to turn heel in order to elevate this dude. Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns was already a massive heel, so they had to have him lose the belt to Cody because the fans said, we want Cody, and now his title reign has been absolutely atrocious. He promised a fighting champion, a workhorse champion, and you have 7 title defenses in nearly a year? Right. This is the best that you can offer? And his reign is so dead and so dry that, quite frankly, if I were to ask you what happened from Mania 40 to the Elimination Chamber of this year, what had Cody accomplished, or what has he elevated? What great promos has he had? Zero. What elite matches has he had as champion? What has he done with the belt? You would probably not be able to answer those questions.
He did have a couple good matches. The match with KO with the ladder match was pretty good. It was interesting to watch him against Gunther. But I can say over the last year, there wasn't really a doubt in my mind that he was going to lose any match. The only thing that I maybe said, okay, maybe there'll be like some type of twist in the Kevin Owens match. But other than that, nah. Nothing. We didn't see anything.
Questions. Because he hasn't done anything of meaning. Yeah, he beat Kevin Owens twice. Nobody cares. Who cares? Do you care? No, nobody cares. So like, let's be real with ourselves. And then we also have the fact that John Cena's heel turn now has been officially received as forced. People are starting to speak up and say, wow, does this really make any sense? Yeah, John Cena had some good lines in the promo. I mean, it's expected. Yeah. It's a 30-minute promo and it's John Cena. But outside of those good lines here and there, John Cena's heel turn largely seems forced and it's not believable. You understand? Because we know he's going to become a babyface again. And we also know that the reasonings for this heel turn have switched a billion times. Mm-hmm. First off, it was, maybe John Cena sold his soul to The Rock. Then John Cena comes out and cuts his promo. The Rock's not mentioned at all. So is it about selling your soul to The Rock? Is it aligning with The Rock? Where is The Rock? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening here?
Exactly. That's why I said this made no sense. Because he came out and then blamed the fans. Why did you blame the fans? This should have been an opportunity for you to blame the fans and say, look, y'all cast all this pressure and aspersions upon me because of who I was, and then y'all booed and cheered me all the way up. So I had to continue to perform and push myself to the limit because of you guys, the fans. And now because of you guys, the fans, and the pressure that you casted upon me in order to try to win title number 17 and to come back and finish as a fighting champ, I had to get extra help. That would make some sense. No, I can't be turned on your guys because you guys have been making fun of me and saying that you can't see me.
John Cena now it's blaming the fans who have been supporting him for the large majority of his career, and over the last 5 or 6 years have done nothing but give this dude pops and great reactions and cheering and support. And when he lost the Rumble, they were upset and wanted him to win, and they wanted him to win the Chamber, and fans still, to an extent, probably wanted him to win the WWE title at Mania. I think more fans want him to win the belt than don't, you know? But we're supposed to believe this lie that Cena hates the fans and that the fans turn their back on him. But in reality, John Cena is saying he hates the fans. If you hate the fans so much and they deserve nothing, no new merch, no new entrance music, why are you giving them new merch? You came out in a new Belgium Brussels shirt to sell merch to fans in Europe. And we need to be honest with ourselves for a second as well. With this John Cena heel turn, even though fans are starting to come to the, to the light side, right? And start to feel and realize what the heck is happening with this garbage promo making no sense. The people who are trying to be like, oh, well, this is what Cena wanted. He wanted you guys to hate him. Nobody hates John Cena. These people are playing fake characters. You understand that? Right? Like, this isn't the storyline element and the scripted nature of what these characters do on the mic and for these stories is not real. The in-ring physicality is real, yes, but for some reason we have to remind, grown adults that the characters are seeing on screen and the storylines are not real. You understand? If I see John Cena in a...
Again, what did Cena gain from selling his soul to The Rock? If he won the Elimination Chamber, all he did was do what he was going to do anyways. I got myself an opportunity at the championship. It would have made way more sense if John Cena had lost and then came up and said, you know what? I need a shot at that championship, so I did what I had to do. I got The Rock to veto everything and add me to the match. I got The Rock to veto and do this and do something. If you already won the Elimination Chamber, why did he sign with The Rock? Because what are you gaining out of signing with The Rock? Brother, you're already a huge movie star. You already got money. You already got motion. Literally, the only thing that you should be worried about at this point would be getting a championship. But why am I winning the Elimination Chamber to get a championship? If I win the Elimination Chamber, the direct result of that is me getting a championship shot at WrestleMania. Makes no sense.
Do we have any answers to any of these questions? And the answer is no. So that's just ridiculous with the heel turn. At me, WWE now is in a situation where because this Mania 41 build is so atrocious that they have no choice, but the fans have no choice but to turn on this guy. Look at your tag team division. They finally made one good decision by having the Street Profits win the belts, but this is a decision that should have been made a year ago.
Yep.
You get me?
Too late.
Now you have a situation on the Raw Tag Team Championship side where no one cares. No one cares about the War Raiders. Let's be real with ourselves.
I mean, come on.
Brothers are good in the ring, that's nice. But the LWO and the New Day, who are arguably the best tag teams on Raw, they have done nothing. The New
Brothers and sisters, we literally watched the New Day have an amazing heel turn because it caught everyone off guard. And instead of them being able to cut a promo about the change and how that directly affected who they are, or maybe the Big East decision making that allowed them. So we literally went for weeks with them talking about, with them being like a butt of a joke about, oh, guys, we want to be able to address ourselves and address our problems and tell you exactly what's going on. It just became a butt of a joke thing because whenever they went out there to the front, they got booed. And we could have easily put a camera in their face in the backstage. We never got that. All we did was get dumb jokes about them not being able to be in the locker room anymore to change. So you killed that hype, killed that buzz, and they came out again just wasting everyone's time again. So now no one cares. The LWO. Bro, I swear, half of us don't even know the names of people in the LWO. So, nobody knows what's going on in Raw. My question would be then, again, since we saw Chelsea Green, who won the IC Championship, she's battled against Michin, like probably 100 times at this point. And then she's just fighting a bunch of people randomly for no reason. I mean, let's look at this here. Chelsea Green won the United States Championship. All the way back here. Awesome. And then we saw a tag team match following that. Okay, that was a live show. So we'll let it slide. Chelsea Green again beat Michin for the rematch. That should have been it. We'll see you another time, Michin. Oh, but guess what? For some reason, B-Fab and Michin became united and fought a tag team match against Chelsea and Piper. Bro, let's not forget that last year during Backlash, Piper Niven had a solid opportunity to win the championship. Like, we literally built Piper Niven up to be a championship contender. And, like, she's been completely just getting destroyed every week afterwards. Like, bruh. And we're supposed to believe her to be a Secret Harvest. Insanity. So then we saw Michin beating Chelsea Green. Tiffany Stratton, for some reason, fought Chelsea Green. Naomi beat Chelsea Green. So Ruka beat Chelsea Green and Piper. Then we, for some reason, ran back Chelsea Green and Michin again. And then Chelsea Green fought So Ruka. So really only person that we've seen battle against Chelsea Green for the championship has been Michin. We finally, just yesterday, got a match with Sol Ruka. Every other match has been Chelsea Green getting destroyed. So, I mean, while it's been some entertainment value to Chelsea Green, if you follow her online, like, she hasn't been getting enough TV time to make it worth anything. This match, you already know, it makes no sense to me. I don't understand how she got thrown into this. And then, I mean,
she can't lose clean. You know, that doesn't happen anymore to Rhea Ripley. That hasn't happened in a while, actually, as far as I'm concerned. You know, so I guess if you want to count the EO win as clean, even though it really wasn't, I guess in kayfabe, because, you know what I'm saying, that Bianca got involved or whatever, but you get the point. Triple H's booking has caused WWE to go into an absolute oblivious tour of garbage. So now, all of the people who WWE fans were supporting, like, we want Cody. You know what I'm saying? Yeet, yeet, Jey Uso, yeah. Gunther, let's get him the world title. Oh, Cena's heel turn was awesome. This makes sense. Oh, yeah, let's get mid-card belts for the woman. Oh, yeah, Braun Breaker's going to do awesome as champ. This Mania 41 is going to be bigger than the last. Everything I just said, have you realized that WWE has said those same things, and they've all been lies? You get me? It's as simple as that. That's the point of the video.
End of the day, I'm just following his rant with a rant of my own, right? The lead up to WrestleMania 40 is what got me back into wrestling again. All right, I even attended a Raw show, and that thing was amazing, bro. I mean, let's check the foot. Another video, actually. I'll do that in another video. But what's going on right now? When at this same time last year, nah. Y'all let me know what y'all feel.